On today's episode of 5.
Flip now. Flip now.
No, not flip now, you idiot.
Okay.
The fact that it could be anything.
Hope you're ready.
This list.
Probably top Zambian cuisines or maybe top football players.
I guess. Are you single? Yes.
Yo, like what's going through my mind right now is like I have something like football, music, and I think politics or something like that. Man. Yeah.
Let's meet our panel.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Okay, so my full name is Victor Mvula, and one thing that's interesting about me is
One interesting thing about myself. I love music. I'm a music person.
there's a lot of things that are interesting about me.
You're a man of many things.
Yeah, I'm a man of many things, but a jack of all aces. But one thing is, one thing that one person will find interesting is I'm a very sociable person. It doesn't take much for me to be able to relate to people.
So my name's Enoch Bukasa, and something interesting about me is that I do music.
My name is Josiah. I'm Josiah Mwansliland, and what's interesting about myself, I like movies. Yeah, I like movies, I like music, I'm a writer and a poet, known as Jojo with a beard.
The kind of music I do dancehall music and Afrobeats. Sort of doing music, it has crossed my mind enough times, but I don't think I've found the right motivation yet. So.
What do you think today's list is about?
Flip now. Flip now.
No, not flip now, you idiot.
Okay.
The fact that it could be anything. This list.
Probably top Zambian cuisines or maybe top football players.
I guess. Are you single? Yes.
Yo, like what's going through my mind right now is like I have something like football, music, and I think politics or something like that. Man. Yeah.
Are you a fan of politics?
Not really, but like I do follow politics.
Well, let's take a look, shall we?
Don't stare at me. Okay. Okay, so it's really top 5 skills every man should have. Oh, top 5 skills every man should have. Okay.
Skills every man should have.
Okay, first off, I think handy skills. I think every man should be able to work around the house.
I don't know, basic home skills. I don't know, you gotta know how to maybe change the bulb holder, such things, simple things. Maybe change a tire.
You should be able to at least, let's say, paint, fix a bulb, fix a socket, insert the socket. I think just those handy skills around the home. Yeah, both inside and outside. I think maybe work the yard, maybe some gardening skills here and there. I think, yeah, those would be very essential, especially for someone who's a bachelor.
Another skill. I think if it's any other skill, ironing is part of a skill, eh? Yeah. Like how to.
Every man should know how to iron.
Yeah, I feel like every man should know how to iron. Because how to wash as well. That's okay, right? I can add that, yeah? Okay. How to wash, how to clean, sweep the house and stuff like that, to be clean. Oops. Hey!
Fighting, yo.
It says fighting.
Like if it's physical, of course, or the physical fighting, I think it should have to take dialogue before you have to engage in a fight.
What about fighting? Like, wait, ask him, what about fighting?
Fighting. Okay, I don't like fighting for me. Like fighting, Like fighting for me, like in a different type of way. Not like fighting physically, like that type of fighting, like no. Do you need to know how to fight to be a man? I don't agree with this. Fighting for me, maybe like fighting for your dreams, you see. You know, like fighting for your dreams, fighting for the girl you love. I mean, you don't have to fight to be a man. Fighting for, you know, for the hustle, like you hustling, like you're on the ground, man. Yeah. If you know how to do simple handy work, then definitely you are a man.
Fighting shouldn't be, in any case, one shouldn't have to fight.
I mean, that's essential. That's something very important. But I don't think protecting your woman necessarily is all about, you know, getting physical and fighting. So, like for me, but like fighting for self-defense, not like just like fighting for like, you know, no, no type of fighting, no, that one.
For self-defense, yes, I would say it's important, but fighting in general, I don't think violence. For me, as a big guy, I'm not into violence because you never know how much you can hurt someone.
Yeah, but if it'd always be okay. I think it's almost necessary for you to have some defensive skills. Yeah, defensive skills somewhere, because you never know.
It really depends. It really depends, to be honest. It depends on the situation, depends on the person. For me, I'd like to finish up boxing lessons, definitely, but...
Is cooking.
Ah! I caught it. Cooking. It's there.
Cooking, yeah, I agree with this. Because, I mean, they say a guy that knows how to cook is irresistible, and it's true. Yo, I don't know how to cook, man. I swear, like cooking for me, yes. Girls love guys who love cooking, especially good food.
Yes, do we even need to continue this? Do we even need to continue this? Like, dude, cooking, I said it already, a man must learn how to cook.
Yeah, this is something.
Oh, I did HE, I did food and nutrition, so I can cook.
You know, like it's important. It's important. Like, you know, sometimes you need to even be romantic. It's also for romantic just to invite the babe, hey babe, come over. You know, you literally, I'm sure you remember those videos of the guy doing the salt thing. You do that now with, you know, now with aroma, just like.
My favorite meal to cook, it's something simple. My favorite is baked potatoes with a little bit of, you know, meaty ingredients in it and spice. And it could be anything, pork, chicken, beef, anything, carrots, green beans. Just make it look, you know, healthy and actually taste healthy.
Cooking is more important.
People love food, so if you can make good food for people, they'll definitely love you. That's what I think. I do know how to cook rice. Like, that's my favorite food, so definitely I just cook rice.
The only thing I'm too, like, I know the basics, but too lazy to cook is in Shema. Like, especially when I'm eating alone, I'm like, water, you know. Like, just there, so the thing, just cook rice. You know, if it's rice, oof.
Firstly, there's the narrative to say men don't cook, or men probably shouldn't cook. Like, that's for the women. Yeah, but actually, I feel this is something that we should both sexes should actually take keen interest in, because it's something that we both enjoy.
We have situations where, like, maybe the woman at home sick, or, you know, like the person can't cook for you anymore because she's got like a problem, or she's got, like, you know. So you have to stand up as a man and cook for the family, you see.
I believe, like, food, of course. So if you enjoy food, then I bet you should know how to cook.
If I love her, I don't know. I don't. These days it's kind of hard to say certain things, but I don't think I would. Marry a lady who can cook? But again, it depends. You said if I can cook, yeah? Oh, if I know how to cook, if I know how to cook, it's fine. I like cooking. I like the kitchen. The kitchen is a place of power. So, yeah, it is. I can poison you in the kitchen.
Okay, how to impress someone, when you want to cook something for them. You don't really have to do much. I mean, because if you find yourself in a position where you are actually trying to cook for someone, or you want to cook for someone, I feel like you already have a sense of what they like and what they don't. So you don't have to try much. I mean, you could cook something that they're already familiar with, or you can try and surprise them. But in the element of surprise, don't do too much. Just be as simple as possible. Don't try to do too much because you'll mess it up.
It's original Bukasa and you're watching 5.
Welcome back. Today's list is a little tricky, and because of that, the panel is taking it very seriously.
Oops.
We've also found out the quickest way to anyone's heart.
If you can make good food for people, they'll definitely love you.
But what they definitely do not love is throwing hands.
Okay, I don't like fighting. For me, like fighting.
You don't have to fight to be a man.
On with the rest of the list.
I suspect either cleaning or leadership, something like that. I don't know.
I think driving, man.
Driving.
Yeah.
Good fashion sense. This is definitely something that I actually appreciate. It's something that I like to pay attention to.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Dress good, look good, smell good. Yeah, good fashion sense is very much essential.
Yeah, man, like fashion.
I do say, my good lord, sir, a good gentleman must always wear a fine suit. Must be aristocratic, I must say. Oh, naughty. Is that good enough? No?
It also says something about your personality.
A man should definitely look. I mean, if you watch Kingsman, manners maketh man. Like, not doesn't even need to be a suit. Just needs to the guy just needs to look top tier. Like, you look at the guy like, I want to be him. I want to be that nigga's friend.
It also appeals to other people, to the masses. I mean, if you're dressed good, then you probably have a better chance at a lot of things, especially if you're meeting people for the first time. I think if they see you dressed good, then you probably get to have a much better interaction with people, and yeah.
Well, I've got a lot of confidence in myself, and I know I can do pretty much 9.5.
Not necessary, but like, yeah, it's supposed to look good. It's supposed to look good, man. It's supposed to, the drip is forever, bro. Like, ish. The drip is forever. So like fashion for me, yeah, it's in the top 3. Yeah, fashion.
But yeah, good fashion sense. A man should look good, the part. And wherever you go, people should be like, yeah, that's, he looks good. This is the person we can hire. This is the person we can talk to. This is the person who can represent us.
I've seen girls dating someone who have like some weird type of fashion, like they don't dress nicely, like, but like the girls there, man. Like, for me, like fashion is not necessary, but like it's supposed to be there, but like it's not a necessity. Like, you just have to dress nice, look good. You just have to dress simple, like just look ordinary. Like girls do love guys who just look like ordinary guys.
I'd say good fashion sense because public, you're going out in the world and you never know. Especially depending on the business. I mean, you've got a lot of people in important roles and whatnot, roles. You can't have to look good, right? You can't, who cares over the cooking part, you know what I mean? Like, if you've got money, if you don't want to cook, you can always do a takeaway if you want to. But looking good versus cooking good, I would say looking good is way better because, your branding, your person, who you are out there, the way you look, people need to know at all. This guy looks good, not so I'm wearing spectacles in an office. You know what I mean?
Jokes. This one is a necessity, man. Like, if you can't tell jokes, then what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You can't tell jokes.
A guy's gotta have a good sense of humor, my guy. I mean, like, it's a known fact that most guys out of, and this was a survey a couple of years ago where men are funnier than women. Not saying that women ain't funny, but you know, if a guy can tell a joke, at least if he can make his lady laugh, then even just make people laugh. Have you noticed where if a guy, Kevin Hart, for example, look at how he's got the whole world loving him and whatnot, laughing at his jokes. Dave Chappelle, you know, Ricky Gervais, all these people, funny. You know, so if a guy's got a great sense of humor, he's the person that you actually want to hang around with, you know?
It's very important, especially if you're trying to win with the ladies.
I'm not naturally a joker, but you know, I be making people laugh sometimes, even when I don't intend to. So I feel like jokes, yeah. Well, not entirely, but you gotta have something that makes people, you know, laugh. It doesn't matter whether it comes out naturally or not, but yeah, making people laugh is something nice.
And also, if you just try to, you know, break barriers, maybe probably with people you don't know and people you just met and things like that, and even just amongst your peers. I feel if you've got a good sense of humor and you're able to tell jokes, then it's a good thing to have. But unfortunately, not a lot of people have this skill.
Jokes are needed, man. Like, you know, someone is having a bad time, you just pull up, yo, tell a joke and the person laughs, man. Yeah.
Not everyone has it, unfortunately, but I don't know, maybe you could learn some of the internet or something, just for control.
Yeah, man, I do tell jokes, man. I think if I wasn't doing music, I would be a comedian or something, man.
No jokes here, boys. Let's have a recap. At number 5, we're lovers, not fighters.
Fighting for the girl you love.
At number 4, hide your aunties and your grandmas.
A guy that knows how to cook is irresistible, and it's.
At number 3,
I do say, my good lord, sir, a good gentleman must always wear a fine suit.
oh my good sir, I couldn't have said it any better. Cheerio, top. At number 2,
Jokes.
It's very important, especially if you're trying to win with the ladies.
is everything we do all about impressing girls?
Yeah.
Oh God.
More 5 after this.
Okay, so here's a tip on how you should dress nice. A bit of jewelry, just like a plain t-shirt, white, Jordans or some Air Force One. Yeah, man, like ish, that's fresh.
We made it! What is the top skill every man should have?
Oh, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Whoa. The switch ups are making me get confused.
Yeah, I'm a funny guy. Kind of. I don't know, I think that's what my girl thinks, man. So, okay, I'm a funny guy.
Well, the list in general, so diverse. And I don't know. I was expecting, there were a few things that I had on my mind, but then you guys caught me by surprise and it was fun. And the list is.
Wow, number 1 is very stubborn to just 10.
This was so unexpected.
There goes something I wasn't expecting.
Is this the part where I leave? I just felt like, no, I ain't answering this way.
Oh. I don't know how to do this. I've never done it before. So.
The one is changing the diaper. Why?
I don't like diapers, man. I don't like the smell of diapers, bro. But I do love babies, but like diapers, ish.
Most definitely, yes. I think
Change a diaper.
once you get to fatherhood, it's only right that you should be able to help out.
I don't know how I feel about this. Honestly, I don't know.
I think, yeah, but like, yo, diapers, for me, diapers are out, man. Like diapers.
Changing the diaper. How am I supposed to know that? I'm not yet there, guys. I know that the beard makes me look like a brother is in the state. The beard is a front. It's just a front. Like it just makes me walk into a bar, just get away with things. Like, oh yes, Mom Dala. I was like, I'm only 24 years old, and I get away with it.
Yo, the smell.
It's something I'm not familiar with, so I don't know.
I was a baby, I used to wear diapers, but like, yo, diapers, okay, yeah.
Changing the diaper.
I do, but I've never had that privilege. I've never had that privilege.
I guess so. For those who are married, at least, those who have kids.
I don't know, maybe it depends. It depends on, the exposure you got maybe with your siblings and whatnot. Some people would actually think this is something, a man should know how to do.
Yeah, I'm not so much on roles that should only be considered for the women. If it's something that can be done by both genders, then most definitely.
But for me, I've got mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, let's keep sex roles as sex roles, and let's keep gender roles as gender roles. So if it's something that you can do, then why not?
But I don't mind changing a diaper. I don't mind. If it's necessary that I do it, I'll do it.
Why not? So yeah, I think this is definitely something you should have. I don't think it's number one though.
I don't know, for it to be number one, as number one, I don't know. It's funny, it's hilarious. But as number one, I don't know, I don't really think so. Is it? Those who have kids, I don't know anything about kids, you know what I mean?
I don't think it should be number one.
Why is this one even here? How is this number one? Like, why wasn't... I don't know, it depends. I was expecting hunting or something, or climbing an Eiffel Tower, or doing stunts like Tom Cruise or something. But no, here we are, changing diapers, because Tom Cruise also changes diapers, right?
Given the chance, what would your ideal list look like?
I would put number one, cooking as number one. That's a no-brainer. Then I would put good fashion sense as number 2. Yeah. Tell jokes as number 3. Changing diapers as number 4. And then fighting as number 5, which fighting belongs where it is on number 5.
Jokes will be like my number 1. Then I think my number 2, I'll go to fashion. Yeah, man, like dress nice, smell nice, fresh. Yeah, man. Then number 3, I think cooking. Cooking will do it for me as my number 3. Yeah, man, because like, imagine like your girl has left, man, like you're home alone and stuff like that. Bro, you can't go out and go get food. Just cook, man. Yeah, like it even saves up money. Yeah, then my number 4 will be like fighting. Yeah, like, you go to the gym, you work out, and you've got some muscles, bro. Like, girls will be like, yo, this guy is strong. Yeah, man. Then I think the last one will be diapers. Like, diapers, like, it's on the bottom for me, man.
My number 1, if I was to rearrange the list, of course, fashion sense, good fashion sense. Let's see. Number 2, cooking. Cooking, number 2. And then tell a joke, number 3. Change a diaper, number 4. Fighting, 5.
Like I said, fighting, like, yeah, sure, we can learn how to fight, but how often do you actually need someone to fight, right? Because if you think about it, most fights have taken place in high school, some in college when people are drunk or something, but how often do you actually meet someone violent and then, on the streets or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, you never really hear these things, And as journalists, we never really hear those things, to really be honest. So, yeah, changing diaper is better because more people have kids.
I think we start with good fashion sense.
That's number 1.
That's number 1. Yep. And then We'll go to cooking as number 2. Cooking would be number 2. And I know this kind of goes against what I said initially, but fighting should be number 3. Yeah, fighting should be number 3. And then for 4 and 5 would have tell jokes as number 4 and change the diaper as number 5.
The list, I think the list is okay, though it's a bit, some other stuff are not really necessary, stuff like that. But like the list is okay. Like if I had to change the list, I'll just remove diapers. Yo, diapers.
Alright, cool. Thank you very much, bro.
Alright, thanks for having me, man.
Fighting, I don't think it's even necessary for a man to know how to fight. I mean, violence is not my thing, so definitely fighting last.
That's a very good and quite challenging question. But let's see. For the person who prepared the list, I think this is a person that took time to prepare this list. I'm sure this was no easy list to come by, especially it's top 5. Yeah, but I feel they took their time, and it's a pretty good list. I think it caters for it covers a lot of things. Yeah, in general, like because you have something you have cooking here, which is just like maybe something personal skill sets. You have personal skill sets, and then you also have skill sets that are sociable and also that are just necessary, like for daily living, and something that should just that shows that it's necessary to build on character and on personality too.
Bonus item, every man should have a reading culture. Every man should have a reading culture, yes. Explain? Well, because with the world we live in today, it's best to, know things, so to be well read, so that when you're asked about what's going on in the world, or what's going on here, or what's this and that, you are aware of it, you're not ignorant about it. So when a man is well read, he can be in any place at any time and know what's going on. So it's important for a man to be well read.
That's it for this episode. See you next time on 5.